The waves crash, but there's no shore. The salt sprays, but there's no ocean. The surfboard skims in the curl just like any other, but it's 1,000 miles inland and on a lake. It's as if the experience of surfing has been taken completely out of context and yet somehow survived intact. Waxheads who have never even seen the Pacific are now climbing into their wetsuits, grabbing their boards and catching a wave behind the boat.
Wake surfing is kind of the latest craze right now. It's gotten a lot more popular over the last 5 or 6 years. It's actually growing faster than wakeboarding was at its inception. And it's a nice sport for getting people into water sports because it not only accommodates younger kids to teenagers, you can have people that are in their 60s and 70s that can wake surf and be comfortable.
Kind of takes ocean surfland and moves it inland to the states that don't have beaches where they can go surf. I think the coolness of it is just basically you're surfing. You're not being towed by anything. You're just free riding. So again, the inland people can surf. They don't have to travel however many miles to get to an ocean.
When wake surfing, the surfer trails behind an inboard ski boat, not unlike a water skier or wakeboarder. But in this case, they are surfing the wake without a tow rope or being attached to the boat at all. It is the wake that keeps the rider up and propels him forward. The wake mimics the look and feel of an actual ocean wave, affording a very similar experience without the need of an ocean current. After getting up on the swell by use of a tow rope, wake surfers drop the lines and ride the steep face below the wave's peak. Experienced wake surfers can even paddle out from behind the boat, mounting the wave just like they do in the North Shore. Although the two sports are almost identical, the tools used for wake surfing are in fact different from those of regular surfing. Shorter boards are used, normally only about 5 feet in length, with boats that are designed specifically for the sport. For Troy and his crew, to sell the right gear for wake surfing, they need to know that gear inside and out.
Centurion Boats was the first inboard boat company to really go after wake surfing, and they've done a great job. Then they got hooked up with the guys at Switchblade. It's a blade on the back of the boat that you can adjust, and it basically takes your boat from being stock in the water to equivalent of having probably 2,000 pounds of water weight without actually having to have the weight in the boat. What they're putting into it's really paying off for them.
An inboard-outboard has a propeller right there, right directly behind the boat, and so if you are wake surfing, you could fall in and be injured terribly. However, with an inboard boat, the propeller is underneath the boat, and the safety issue is gone. This becomes null.
The bottom was tweaked so that makes the wave curl, it makes the wave longer, and the correct shape, which is actually more important than how tall it is. You want it to be tall, but it's more important that it has the correct shape and that it has some length to it. A lot of the tricks that you see Drew do are not possible behind any other boat.
With the right board and the right boat, everything else falls into place for the surfer looking for action. Forget Malibu or La Jolla. Now it's Lake Powell, Meade, Havasu, or wherever there's boatable water. Just climb on board your boat and catch your wave.
We've taken our friends down to Lake Powell, and a lot of them have never done any water sport activities at all. And most of them can get right up on a wake surfer. It's not strenuous, and it's really fun, and it's not intimidating.
It's relaxing, really. I mean, it's just really relaxing, and you can get out there and just kind of hang out and have fun with it.
From the shoreline, I'm Joe Lee.